the reply of COA with regards to our directive in relation to your reso. Hindi po yung naintindihan po namin yan. You have to check, you have to evaluate. Intindihan na. Kaya nga may problema tayo dyan. It will take around more than a year. Di ba? Kung titingnan mo, timetable niya is only 8 months. Kabisado na po namin yan, ma'am. Now, what I'm telling is, you guys, that you have to report to this committee what is the official position of the COA. The result of the assessment should be done or to create a fraud audit team for this issue. Anong gawin nyo?
Your Honor, the initial assessment made by the
Ang
ATL,
tanong
Your
ko,
Honor,
anong gawin nyo? You will create a fraud audit team based on the assessment?
not yet, Your Honor. It will be.
Hindi nga, tanong ko, yes or no?
No, not yet, Your
Oh,
Honor.
di wala rin. Wala survey. Wala survey.
Magandang araw mga kabida. Welcome back muli sa ating channel. Nakatikim nga ng pananabon ang COA o Commission on Audit mula kay Congressman Caraps Paduano dahil sa mabagal na assessment resolution report mula sa nasabing ahensya. Ayon pa sa kongresista, nabilis-bilisan ang resolution dahil nais na ng Kongreso na malaman kung ano ang estado o kalagayan ng resolution na ginagawa ng Commission on Audit. Narito ang mga naging pahayag.
With regards to that, anyway, at least siguro malinaw lang na gusto namin linawin na there is a basis for this investigation, this committee. And sabi ko nga, we will not proceed. We do diligently study if there is a basis for the investigation. Thank you po. Now, let me proceed with the first member to ask query, unless the author of this House Reso has something to say. Chairman Dan? None. So, who wants to ask question first? Chairman Akop, are you willing to volunteer?
I'm not volunteering, Mr. Chair. I just want to ask kasi as is the protocol, I would like to ask whether certain deliverables in the last hearing were already complied with.
Please proceed, Chairman Akop.
Thank you. In the last hearing, we directed the COMSEC to issue show cause order for the following: Vice Mayor Ilagan, all councilors of Mataas na Kahoy, the BPLO, Municipal Planning and Development Coordinator, the Municipal Budget Officer, the Municipal Accountant, the Municipal Treasurer, Municipal Assessor, Municipal Engineer, the Bids and Awards Committee officials, the Chairman of the Technical Working Group of the Bids and Awards Committee. May I know, Mr. Chair, from the COMSEC, if they are here present this morning in this morning's hearing?
Yes, Mr. Chair. They are here except for the municipal assessor, Ms. Feliciana Gonzalez, because she has already retired from service. So there was no proper receipt of the show cause order. And also, the SK chairman, he did not receive the show cause order. Melvin Lucero, Mr. Chair.
So all the others required to answer our show cause order are present in this morning.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Now, in the last hearing, the COMSEC was also directed to invite the contractors of Mataas na Kahoy for the 3 infrastructure projects whose deadlines were extended. Are they present in this morning's hearing?
Mr. Chair, unfortunately, we have not yet identified the contractors, and so we have not yet sent any invitation to the contractors, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. The Department of the Interior and Local Government was directed to obtain the SALN or Statement of Assets, Liabilities, and Net Worth from the implicated officials for transparency and accountability purposes. Was this complied with already, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Mr. Chair, the DIRG submitted the joint SALNs of the mayor and vice mayor of the subject municipality.
Thank you. There was a debate on whether the COA can conduct a special fraud audit regarding the allegations from Mr. Antonio Alabata and the People's Coalition Against Crime and Corruption. According to COA, pursuant to their circular, they're not supposed to conduct or form special fraud audit teams and conduct special fraud audits. Now, in spite of that, the committee directed the COA to conduct a special fraud audit. May I know what is the current stand of COA, Mr. Chair?
Good morning.
Object. Please go up, please.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson and honorable members of the committee. I am Attorney Patrick Teves from the Fraud Audit Office. Your Honor, I would like to make a correction first because the COA resolution pertains only to the temporary suspension of the creation of fraud audit teams. If provided that one of the respondents or the persons involved are candidates for our upcoming national and local elections, and the period is only during the election period or from October 1, 2024 up to May 12, 2025. And there are two exceptions under the resolution of COA 2024-014. First is the preliminary assessment and evaluation of the requests or complaints for fraud audit are still being conducted. There is no suspension as to the assessment of requests. And second, if pending fraud audits are also not suspended, if a person involved has later on filed his COC. So the resolution, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, it only pertains to the temporary suspension of creation of a fraud audit team during the rationale being that, Your Honor, we have to uphold the political neutrality of the commission as well as to insulate our fraud audit team, our special audit team members from harassment and political repercussions during the election period, Your Honor. However, on May 13, there is already no temporary suspension of the creation of fraud audit teams, Your Honor.
So what is the current stand of COA about the directive of this committee for you to conduct a special fraud audit?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, regarding the subject matter, Your Honor, I believe from the audit team leader will have to answer as to the current status of the complaint, Your Honor.
You know, were you
Yeah,
present in the last hearing?
No, Your Honor.
And that's why you did not hear
Mm.
or you were not able to listen to the debate between the COA representatives and the members of this committee na pinipilit ng mga COA representatives na hindi po pwede because of your circular. Ang sinasabi naman ng members ng committee nito, it is our sworn duty to conduct this investigation, and the conduct of a fraud audit is essential to the conduct of this investigation. Di po ba? And in spite of that, the chairman directed COA to conduct a special audit. That is why I'm asking what is now this current status of that order.
Your Honor, as to the ATL will have to, before the ATL will answer, Your Honor, I do believe that the complaint will have to be assessed and evaluated preliminarily for the conduct of fraud audit, Your Honor. So there is no suspension as to the assessment, Your Honor.
So,
with the,
since there is no suspension
only the
from COA, ano na po ang ginagawa ninyo as a compliance to the directive of this committee? Yun po ang tinatanong ko.
Your Honor, may I seek the assistance of our ATL, Your Honor?
Was he present in the last hearing? No, also. Kasi yun yung problema eh. Kasi nagkaroon po ang debate in the last hearing because of the COA coming up with that circular na hindi pwedeng mag-conduct ng fraud audit from October to May. October of 2024 to May of 2025. If I remember it right. Yun po ang debate. But in spite of that, because of our constitutional duty to conduct inquiry in aid of legislation, dinirect ng chairman namin yung COA to conduct a fraud audit. Now, are you defying the directive of the chairman? Kaya ako tinatanong eh.
Chairman Akop, with the indulgence, Chairman Akop. Now, sir, you were not present during the previous hearing, di ba?
Yes, Your
Ma'am,
Honor.
ikaw wala ka rin. Who are those present during the last hearing po? Please, ma'am. Are you aware of the debate that was mentioned by Chairman Akop during the previous hearing, the first
Yes.
hearing? And you, sir, also? Di ba? Parang nandito ka nung nakaraan, di ba? So, sir, I think malinaw po yung directive na sa inyo from this committee to the chairman that in the next hearing you update us on what will be the position of the COA, not your region, because the memorandum or the resolution was approved and circulated by the central office, and that you cannot defend it. 'Di ba? Dapat doon sa central office nyo pinadala na ito yung debate, ito yung nangyari dito. Ito yung directive na binaba ng committee through the chairman. Ano ngayon yung magiging stand natin? Di ba? Ma'am, anybody from the COA that were present during the last hearing?
Good morning. Good morning, sir, to everyone. We would like if you give us an authority to present to you our audit team leader who can discuss this matter of the status of the request of the Honorable Congress. May we call first our representative from our Fraud Audit Division Regional Office.
Before you answer, ma'am, anyway, I just want to make it clear that we also sent an official letter addressed to Chairperson Cordova. And now we are asking COA, which is present today, what is the reply? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung hindi nyo kaya, di papatawag ko siya next hearing.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Ma'am Risa, before you, I will recognize you, please, Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think the question of Congressman Akop was pretty straightforward and simple naman. First is, can you answer categorically whether or not a fraud audit was conducted as a request, as a result of the order of this committee? Yan lang po muna. Yes or no? No. Yes. Who can answer?
No po, sir.
No.
Because the request po was being treated under our rules of procedure for the conduct or for the complaint or information of fraud and request for fraud audit referred to COA or requested to COA. Meron po kaming existing guidelines for that matter, sir. So based on our rules of procedure, the request was referred to the audit team leader who is considered by our rules to be the competent audit unit to assess the complaint or the request and then evaluate.
I'm
on
sorry
the
to cut you, ma'am.
allegations.
Ma'am Risa, this is the first time that you join a hearing dito.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, ganito po. We're not questioning about your internal rules. We're questioning about the RESO. Yung 2014-014. Ang ano kasi, of course, I understand. Kasi ma'am, yung question of fraud audit, yung mga assistant team leaders, no? Kayo mga officers doon sa fraud audit teams. Modestly aside, kabisado na po namin yon. What we're asking is the reply of COA with regards to our directive in relation to your RESO. Hindi po yung internal, naintindihan na po namin yan. You have to check, you have to evaluate. Intindihan na. Kaya nga may problema tayo dyan. It will take around more than a year. Di ba? Kung titingnan mo, timetable niyo is only 8 months. Kabisado na po namin yan, ma'am. No, what I'm telling is, you guys, that you have to report to this committee what is the official position of the COA in relation to the debate that happens last hearing no? Tungkol doon sa House sa COA Resolution number 2014-014. Yun po, we will not discuss yung internal, alam na po namin yun, ma'am, na yung process. Ang question ngayon is, did you inform and get the official position of the COA Central or not? Yun po.
Sir.
Please, ma'am.
Yes. In view of the invitation of our to conduct preliminary evaluation to the present audit team regarding the request for fraud audit.
So, andyan na, Chairman Akop, nandyan pala eh. So, may initial, but ito, mama, okay. Now, that if your regional office or head of the regional COA office in regards to the issue being discussed today. Now, ang question doon, ma'am, are you defying your reso?
Actually, sir, yan po yung naging basis. Yan po yung ginamit namin, yung resolution for the conduct of the initial evaluation by the present audit team. So the issues here po, ito po yung kanilang
Kaya lang po, ang reso nyo, ang gist ng reso nyo, ang 2024-014
No.
is
no, sir, what I mean is
prohibiting COA to create a fraud audit teams.
no, sir, what I mean, sir, is the House resolution. Now the issues, yes.
Our house.
Yes, opo. Ito po yung ginagamit ngayon ng present team in the assessment,
Pero
in the
may
initial
clearance ba yan sa
evaluation.
central office?
Sa regional office, sir.
Regional office?
Tapos
Yes.
downloaded na po sa amin sa audit team po. Sa amin po sa
Your Honor, may I explain, Your
province
Honor?
Dali
Actually-
po, you're not yet regress. Palapusin mo po muna yung kasama mo.
Yes, sir.
Please, ma'am, please.
Okay po.
Finish.
So if you may, Your Honor, we would like to present the present audit team to present to you the status of the instruction provided to them by our regional office regarding po the issue provided in the invitation po.
Gaano kaya kahaba? Asya na.
Si
Sir, ikaw na mag-explain.
Auditor Vanessa.
Ah,
She would report to you po the status.
Now, ma'am, kindly turn off the microphone. Ma'am, before I recognize you, sir, ano po
Yes,
yung
sir.
interjection mo?
Sir, Your Honor, I would like to explain that actually the assessment and evaluation, Your Honor, is not prohibited by the COA resolution. Right now, the ATL is conducting the initial assessment and evaluation of the request. The COA resolution only pertains to the suspension of the creation of fraud audit teams, Your Honor. But the preliminary assessments, Your Honor, are being conducted right now. Yes, sir.
Sir, wag mong i-dectomize yung discussion. Kasi sir, kunwari, the result of the assessment should be done or to create a fraud audit team for this issue. Anong gawin nyo?
Your Honor, the initial assessment made by the
Ang
ATL,
tanong
Your
ko,
Honor.
anong gawin nyo? You will create a fraud audit team based on the assessment?
Not yet, Your Honor. It will be.
Hindi nga, tanong ko, yes or no?
No, not yet, Your
Oh,
Honor.
di wala rin. Wala survey. Ang sinasabi ko kasi, makinig ka sir, yung sinasabi mo, the assessment is not prohibited. Tama. But what if the assessment gives you the basis to create and conduct a fraud audit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, you will comply with this ratio or it will be based on the assessment?
Your Honor, according to our guidelines, the fraud audit office will make its own evaluation first for approval by the commission proper, Your Honor.
But you have ang question kasi ngayon, yung sinasabi mo, sir, yung process nyo, yung sinasabi ko, ito mismong reso na it was discussed last hearing na may problema to. And we supposedly, you refer to us what is the stand of the COA Central. Yun po. Kasi, ang sinasabi mong, we are not prohibited to conduct an assessment. Of course. But what if the assessment will be favorable to create a fraud audit team and to pursue the fraud audit?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, then the fraud audit office will recommend for the creation, but however.
Mali nga, boss. Mali nga, Mr. Sir. Ang sinasabi ko nga, kasi wala ka nung nakaraan, ito yung problema nyo eh. Ang sabi ko nga, dapat nag-report kayo dun sa central office nyo, ito yung discussion dito, ito yung sulat ni Chairman Paduano, ano ngayon yung tindig nyo? Pagbalik nyo, hindi, we'll stand by our reso. You, please don't explain to us the process. Na, you are not prohibited to assess, of course. But what if, kung favorable, for the creation of fraud audit, and to pursue the fraud audit investigation, maproblema kasi babalik na naman kayo doon. Now, saka nyo na naman ito baguhin. Di ba? Eh, pinapaikutan nyo kasi. Ang ano lang ngayon, directive sa inyo is to inform. May sulat kami. Di ba? Ang question ngayon dito is the reso. Not yung internal process nyo. Eh, alam ko na yung sagot mo. Eh, kung favorable po, yung assessment namin, di ba? You need clearance from the central na naman. Because of why? What? Because of this reso, di ba? Tama? Oh, that you cannot create your own fraud audit team and you cannot proceed with the fraud audit investigation because of this reso. Tama? Oh, iyon. Kaya ang gusto naming marinig ngayon is your report with regards to the question and debate that happens last hearing. Yun po. Don't discuss to us about the you're not prohibited. Alam na namin yun. Kasi natural na regular na trabaho niyo yun. But at the end of the day, yung question namin is this reso. Diba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, do you want to say something? Ate, malinaw, sir, ha? Ma'am, please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. What attorney said was correct that currently I am undertaking the initial assessment of the allegations embodied in the House resolution. And you're correct that the results of my assessment will determine whether to create a fraud audit or if there is a predication of fraud. And that will be depending on the fraud audit office and the central.
Eh, yun nga eh. Bakit depende sa central? Because of this reso, di ba, ma'am? Tama? Ang question ngayon yung reso, and this committee needs report from your office kung ano yung posisyon nyo based on the debate na nangyari. Kasi kami, kaya nga, we directed you, no? Directed you to conduct a fraud audit with regards to the issue sa mataas na kahoy. But of course, because of this reso, iakyat nyo dapat sa taas. Para pagbalik nyo dapat, ang posisyon talaga ng is to amend ba or stand by this reso. Yun po. I hope in the next hearing, malinaw po. But of course, we have, Chairman ako, next hearing, siguro we have to write a letter to Chairman Cordoba once again. Na yung mga representative niya hindi nasagot yung issue sa question na niraise ng committee. Please, Chairman ako.
Mr. Chair, alam niyo po kasi, ang trabaho pa natin ay hanggang February 12, when the official campaign period will start. Are you trying to tell us, COA, na hindi kami magtatrabaho up to February 12? Magtatrabaho pa rin kami. Kaya nga tayo nandito eh. Pero yung reason ninyo is mandated na October of 2024 up to May of 2025, hindi na kayong mag-recreate o magko-conduct pati ng fraud audit. But Congress is still working up to February 12. When it will, even beyond kung kinakailangan. Diba? Bakasyon nga, nagko-conduct kami ng hearing eh. Are you trying to tell us that because of your directive or circular, matitigil din yung trabaho namin? Is that what you're trying to tell us, Attorney?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, we do not intend to stop the honorable members of Congress to stop them from working, Your Honor.
Kasi sa susunod siguro, tama yung sabi ni Chairman Paduano. Sabihan ninyo yung central office na gumawa po ng circular. Something is amiss. Kung yung circular nyo sana would start February 12 up to May 12 after the election, okay. Kasi Lahat naman ng mga congressmen, karamihan sa kanila, nangangampanya. Yung mga senador, starting February 2, nangangampanya. Hindi ba? Pero para bang ang sinasabi ninyo, basta't maski meron pa ring trabaho yung Congress, hindi kayo pwedeng mag-form ng special audit. Why? Because according to your statement from your mouth, because you want to maintain your political neutrality. Yung official campaign period will start February, second week of February. Di ba? So, bakit parang tinatali nyo yung kamay namin? Kasi yung investigasyon namin dito would be dependent on your findings also. Would you agree with me, Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Kaya nga yun ang gusto ng chairman namin. Nagkaroon ng debate last time. Bring it up to your central office, which came up with your circular. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi yun ang aming stand dito sa Kongreso. That the work of Congress will start until it is mandated to stop. And you, the agencies of government, must also continue to help us. Kung gano'n na mangyayari, di ako, payag na ako, hindi ako magtrabaho. Nagsisweldo. Di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Yun lang naman ang nire-request ng chairman. Ang tanong ko lang naman tinatanong ko, ano yung current status, yung directive ng aming committee na mag-create kayo ng, o mag-conduct kayo ng fraud audit. And sagot, meron na pala kayong ginagawa kung bakit hindi nyo pa sinagot kaagad yun Di ba? Kaya tuloy tayo, nagkakagulo. Di ba? Simpleng-simple. Kagaya ng sabi ni Honorable Flores, simpleng-simple lang yung tanong ko. Ano na ang inyong ginagawa doon sa directive ng aming committee na mag-conduct kayo ng fraud audit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman.
Before I recognize Congressman Mumu, ito lang sir, kasi ito ano to basic na example doon sa question na ni-raise kanina ni Congressman Marcoleta. We are not questioning your reso based on the debate last hearing and until now. Why? Kasi tinatali nyo rin sarili nyo, tsaka yung kami, as clearly stated by Chairman Ako. Yun yung gusto namin Now, sabi nga ni Chairman, ni Vice Chair Flores, nagkakandak na kayo ngayon ng assessment. But of course, at the end of the day, akit nyo pa rin based on this reso, di ba? Yun yung basic na sinasabi ko. That this committee and this 19th Congress is doing. Ito, kasi ang legislative action can be made not based on the committee report. It can be made during the hearing. And if your central office were favorably pabor po na kumatig doon sa posisyon ng committee to, o di nakaisa na tayo kaagad dito. Di ba? Question of basic and specific legislative action, yun po ang hinahabol namin dito. Hindi po dahil mataas na kahoy, because, yung memorandum circular is not only for mataas na kahoy. This is a memo circular or a resolution for the whole country. And sabi ko nga sa amin ngayon, there's a pending investigation also. And there is a coming this afternoon again, an investigation. And next week mayroon din. So tuloy-tuloy po kami dito. Sabi ni Chairman Akop, kung ganun parang pwede na pala hindi kami rin magtrabaho. Hindi pwede. Because we are being paid by taxpayers' money. Pareho niyo po. And we have to work. Kahit po, recess ako, kahit recess, for as long as there is a directive from the leadership and duly approved by the plenary in this house na pwede kami mag-conduct ng investigation, tuloy-tuloy po ako. At saka yung committee na to. Yun lang po, sir. Please be reminded na, but of course, COMSEC is directed also to, once again, write a letter to Chairman Cordova reiterating our question with regards to resolution number 2024-0114. And you also, sir, please, para two-way po.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, Your
Thank you. Okay, thank you.